What's up, guys? Enkiri here, and welcome to vlog number 79. I got some good stuff for you guys today. First up is a full lower body strength and power workout from a few weeks ago, and then after that is a snippet of a power-based workout I did a few weeks ago also, but I don't remember much about that particular workout. I only have the footage of my power snatch work, so the rest of that session must have been a dud or something, but the power snatches were solid. Anyway, kicking things off with the front squat here. This is the 4th week of my training block, I believe, and the main goal for this particular session is to go ahead and knock out a set of 5 reps with 325 pounds on the front squat for my top set, and then after that, just get in some extra volume with some back down sets. The 325 set was pretty solid overall, with only the last rep really feeling difficult. And honestly, the main issue for me with these 5s on the front squat hasn't been strength, but rather just maintaining the front rack position over that many reps. It becomes pretty difficult, for me at least, because I kind of lose ground with my grip on the bar every time I do a rep. So the more reps there are, the less control I have over the bar as the set progresses. This was a good set though regardless. My top priority for here at the moment is to just work this top set up to 335 pounds for 5 reps, because on the last training block when I first re-implemented the front squat after that multi-year hiatus from it, I was only able to get up to 335 for 4 reps. So I want to get that 5th rep for sure. After that, I'll probably be abandoning these sets of 5 though, because I can do way higher quality of work using triples on this exercise. Anyway, after the top set, I moved on to some back off work. Previously, I had been using pause front squats in this slot, but I got kind of bored of them, and just on a whim, I decided to try out these zombie squats. And then since then, as you guys have seen, I have freaking fallen in love with them. The ones here are a little bit rough around the edges because this is like my first time trying them. And you can see on the 305 set, the weight is really moving very easily, but I have to keep stopping and trying to adjust because the bar won't sit still on my shoulders. And I'm actually blacking out like on and off here, which is actually pretty dangerous, and I honestly should have just racked the bar, but I was being stubborn. Flash forward to now though, and I'm actually getting pretty good at these. I already showed you guys my set with 330 pounds for 4 reps and that single with 365 from when I was home for the holidays, but now I've also added to that with a triple at 355 pounds as well as a single with 375 pounds. Oh, and if you watched my recent Kino body critique video, then you also saw that I hit an easy fucking triple with 350 pounds as well, where I think I had another rep in the tank if I wanted to take it. So these are fucking awesome, and I love them, and I really want to hit a 405 zombie front squat now. That's kind of my main strength goal at the moment, and you guys will start seeing that footage working its way into the vlogs soon enough. Anyway, after the squats, I moved on to some swings, which I paired up with kneeling jumps. It was raining outside, so I couldn't do my usual sled dragging and broad jumping in my driveway that I've been doing, but I still managed to get in some quality work with these 2 exercises. For the swings, I'm using, I think, 120 pounds with the addition of a little bit of band resistance. And I know some smart-ass motherfucker is going to come in here and tell me I'm not swinging the stupid bell high enough. But outside of a competitive environment where there's a required height that you have to swing the implement to in order for it to count, anyone who thinks that swinging the kettlebell or whatever to a specific height is absolutely required doesn't have any idea what they're talking about. I've talked about this before a few years ago in my swing tutorial video, but basically swinging the implement up really fucking high simply for the sake of swinging the implement up really fucking high is pointless. It's not utilizing the hips anymore. If I took the band off, I could swing this up way over my head, but it wouldn't accomplish anything worthwhile. The purpose of these, as far as I'm concerned, is twofold. One, and to me this first bit is really the primary purpose of swings, is to work the shit out of the stretch shortening cycle and develop massive eccentric strength and rebounding power. That's why I put the band there. It pulls the implement back down even faster than gravity can, meaning the eccentric stress that my glutes and hamstrings have to efficiently absorb and then seamlessly spit back out is fucking massive, which makes this a true plyometric exercise and a fantastic way to develop the stretch shortening cycle in the hip musculature. The second purpose of these is to develop hip extension strength and power, as you can see from the aggressive hip punch that I utilize at the end range of every rep. But again, in my opinion, this is secondary to the stretch shortening cycle benefits. Obviously, both components are required to complete a successful repetition. I just think that in this case, absorbing and expelling the force in the bottom range is the most important part of the exercise and should be the main focal point. Along with these, I was doing some kneeling jumps because I wanted a way to work my hip power in an unloaded fashion as well. I've been doing broad jumps here, like I said earlier, which would accomplish a very similar goal. However, this exercise can be done with much less space, plus it was raining, so I couldn't go outside and do the broad jumps unless I wanted to fall and break my ass. The main difference here is that since you're kneeling, the quads are completely removed from the equation, and therefore any power that you produce here is coming solely from the hips. It's an interesting exercise. It makes for a fun change of pace. I don't think it's so valuable that it should be a mainstay, but still, there's nothing wrong with it overall. I've seen several top sprinters use it, although I'm not sure how often they would actually include it in their training. I've also seen people load it with a light barbell on their back, which also eliminates the arm swing, but that's kind of awkward in my opinion, and I'd rather just do it unloaded and then pair it with something like a swing like I did here, and then just try to jump as high as possible on the kneeling jumps, which is what I'm doing here. And as you can see by the last couple sets there, I was really starting to get going pretty good, and I was landing with my legs pretty damn close to straight. So that was that workout, and then switching gears a little bit here, this is from another session entirely. Like I said earlier, I don't know where the fuck the rest of it went, but oh well, because this here was solid stuff. I'm messing with some high pull / power snatch combos here. So I'm doing 4 high pulls rhythmically, and then on the 5th rep, I just go ahead and power snatch it. And I really like this exercise. It's fun as hell, and it's a great way to get in a buttload of high quality pulls here with a natural regulator on the amount of weight you can use, because you can only go as heavy as what you can power snatch on a 5th rep. And that's quite a limiting factor, as the fatigue from the first 4 pulls really hampers your power by the time you get around to the actual power snatch on the 5th and final pull. It's awesome though. It really forces you to keep the bar in tight to the body, otherwise you just lose all your position and you have no chance to successfully snatch the weight by the time you get to the 5th pull. I was a little bit off in terms of technique on a few of these sets, but I ended up working my way up to 195 pounds, which is definitely a PR. I think I had done 190 pounds over the summer, but that was only with 2 high pulls and a power snatch on the 3rd rep. And I can say it's a lot harder to do 4 high pulls and then hit the power snatch on the 5th rep. By the time I got to 195 though, things were firing pretty well. I was keeping the bar in really snug and really driving my elbows up high on the high pulls, and then just kind of diving under the bar real fast for the snatch. So that was good stuff. I'd like to get to 200 pounds on this exercise at some point, and I'd also like to hit a 230 pound power snatch from the pocket as well. I'll get to those eventually though. Anyway, I think that's about all I got for now, guys. Please be sure to like the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and definitely leave me some love in the comments down below. Keep training hard, and I will catch you guys next time.